Do your meetings ever make you feel like this? Or this? Or this? Well then, check out this week's episode of Mind Your Own Business where I'll share my top 10 tips for more effective meetings. Team meeting. When I say internal meetings, what comes to mind? Dread, long, drawn-out conversations. If your meetings drag on, if they're not very useful, if they don't provide an avenue for you to make decisions and to have good quality discussions in your business, then something's not quite right. So I'm going to share my top 10 tips for you to help you have much more effective meetings in your business. Tip number 1 is very, very simple. Start and stop your meetings on time. Pretty simple, but very few people actually do this. If your meeting is supposed to start at 10 o'clock, everybody should be ready at 5 to 10. That way you can hit the ground running at 10 o'clock, and if you need to stop at 11 o'clock, then you should absolutely stop at 11 o'clock. That way everybody knows that they can trust that meeting to stop and start on time, and they will plan their diaries accordingly. Tip number 2 is again really, really simple. Make sure that you have a proper agenda for all of the meetings in your business. You should be crystal clear on the outcomes of all of the meetings that you have in your company, and your agenda should be built in a way that supports those outcomes. For extra points, make sure that you have a timestamp next to every single one of those agenda points so that you know how long you should take on those agenda points, and therefore you know how much time you'll need for your meetings. Tip number 3 is to make sure that everybody's fully prepared for your meetings. Make sure that you are clear on what preparation needs to happen, because if people are fully prepared, then you can get down to what you need to in the meeting instead of trying to digest loads of complicated information, or even trying to figure out specific outcomes, or even trying to get down to the bottom of what the real question is. People need to come to your meetings with all of those things figured out. Specific questions, specific issues, specific bottlenecks. Agendas need to be populated in advance where that is necessary and where possible. Make sure that you don't let people off the hook and get them prepared before you have your meetings. Number 4 is ban waffle. If people go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, make sure that you stop that. Give everybody permission in the meeting to call anybody out if they go on for more than they need to, and that applies to you too. Tip number 5 is no distractions. No mobile phones, no people kind of walking in asking random questions. Anything that stops people from being 100% present and focused in that meeting should not be allowed. Number 6, no bumping, no moving, and no booking over. Your meetings are sacred. Don't allow people to book customer meetings over your meetings. Don't allow people to move your meetings around all the time. Don't nudge them around. Don't skip them. Meetings are really, really important. And if you have consistent meetings that are really, really effective, they become so much more valuable than any single client or supplier meeting in your company. Point number 7 is to make sure that you have effective and focused chairing in your meetings. Whoever is the chairperson of that meeting needs to make sure that the agenda points are stuck to, that the timings are stuck to, that people that aren't prepared are not allowed to go on and waffle. Ban waffle. Any information that is just a little bit too complex to digest in the meeting is taken offline. Any conversations that only involve 1 or 2 people in the meeting are taken offline, and that agenda points are clearly summarized and that actions are identified and things move along so that the meeting is high energy and useful for everybody involved. Tip number 8 is to stop the one-way traffic. If you are the person that is always talking whilst everybody else is just a bit of a passenger in your meeting, then change it. Use your agenda to empower other people to contribute to the meeting. Make sure that they are fully prepared, that you set clear expectations of what you want from them, and then just give that responsibility over to them. That way it becomes everybody's meeting and not just yours. Number 9 is differentiate between facts and opinions. Both are valid, but facts are so much more useful when it comes to detailed discussions and making decisions. If you are having big conversations and everyone's just putting their opinion on the table, you're probably wasting time and you're not going to reach the quality of decision that you need to on whatever topic it is. And finally, tip number 10 is to banish the minutes and to use a who, what, when. Personally, I hate minutes. It's such a waste of time for the person that has to compile them. Nobody ever reads them afterwards. So instead of having minutes, all you need is a very simple 1-page document that says who, what, and when. And what you need to do is record initials, specific actions, and specific deadlines. All meetings should end with very clear actions assigned to people with very clear deadlines, and who, what, when is the perfect mechanism to help you do that. So there we go, my top 10 tips. Having great meetings is really about improving the meeting discipline in your business, and if you can get the 10 things that I've just shared working well and consistently, your meetings will be so much more valuable and so much more effective. So what 2 or 3 things do you need to work on this week?